Oh, yeah. I ain't never been with a baddie. Los ugly like his daddy. Oh, what the fuck? It's Tuesday. It's that podcast night, this JAWN. And on this JAWN, we got my co-host, Mr. Plaga O.
Yo.
We got my co-host, Mr. AC Albert Connell. Oh, you ain't saying nothing in the hell with you. And we got the special guest host tonight, the host of Watch This Podcast, Scoop.
Yo.
Yo.
You know the vibes.
What the deal, Scoop? What's going on, baby boy? What's poppin', man?
I feel great, man. Thanks for having me, man. What's good with you, man?
Hey, man, listen, dog. You know, I ain't making no waves, dog. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm just trying to stay out of motherfuckers' way, man. You know what I mean?
Small splashes.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
You are the wave. You are the wave, Los.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay out of people's way, cuz. So listen, man, please tell everybody, man, what you been doing, dog?
Man, peace, everybody, man. My name's Scoop, man. I am hip hop. You feel me? Always been, always will be, man. I am the culture. So just about 3 years ago, started a podcast called Watch This Podcast because, you know, once you get to a certain point in your career or at a certain age, a lot of people might refer to you as being washed up. So I told them niggas to watch this, you heard? And we started the pod. It's all about hip hop, all about culture. We just celebrated our 100th episode a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Congrats,
appreciate
bro.
it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. It's all about consistency. You feel me? If you're gonna do something, then you better really do it. You know, and that's really where I've been at with it, man. Got a lot of supporters. Shout out to them. I'm actually in the process of trying to share this link to get some of them up in here, but yeah, man, that's it, man. Just been, like you say, staying out the way, man. Family man and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do the right thing in this cold world.
So tell me, Mr. AC is finally back. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know where we live, man. I think they got these these phones is messed up, bro. But I'm back. I'm here.
Dog, you get off that G-Mobile, dog. Get on some of this T-Mobile.
Fuck that. Nigga, I'm on Verizon.
See, it's different here in Philly. They make sure your phone line working. They want you to call the cops. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So Scoop, let me ask you, dog. Are you done with rapping? Or I know you're not done with hip hop, but are you done with dropping them bars?
Man,
Maybe.
I've been rapping since I first learned how to talk. You feel me? I can't never really stop rapping. So to answer your question, no, I'm not done rapping. But I just approach it a little bit differently than I did in my younger years. Right now, I rap because I'm nice. You feel me? Like
I gotta give you that. You nice,
you know what I'm saying? Thank you, bro. I rap because I'm nice, and I rap because I love it, and I love the culture. It's just not really like putting out albums and shit like that is not really a priority for me at this point. But I still put shit down. I started a series with my man DJ Parquet. It's called. He has this dude's crazy. He has a studio in the back of a box truck. Like a full-fledged studio. He do podcasts back there, all type of shit, record people, all that shit. And I started doing these freestyle videos back there with the green screen behind me and shit.
What?
Different backgrounds. Yeah, I've done a couple of them. You feel me? So that's kind of been like my outlet as far as rapping. At this point, it's like anytime I rap, my goal is to attract more people to the podcast because that's like my vehicle.
Right
now. So yeah, but I'll never stop rapping. I mean, I talk my shit. I'm not a rapper. Because you know what? On some real shit, this a cheat code. The cheat code is when you tell somebody you a rapper, it's like, all right, cool. It's whatever. But when you've been rapping for so many years and you develop a fan base and you start telling people that you're not a rapper, it make the motherfuckers want to hear you rap that much more.
Okay.
So now when I
spit some bars.
Exactly. Now when I do rap, it's like everybody listens, and it's like, yo, y'all, where was y'all at when I was? You feel me? Like when I was really putting out albums and shit. Like now motherfuckers, they be like, you know, crying to me. Yo, Scoop, come on, man, tell me you're not serious, bro.
Yeah,
tell me you really, bro. I'm like, yo, I ain't even care that much, my nigga. You feel me? So. You know, so I mean, I love it, man. You know, it's all about positive energy and just and being creative. But it is funny to me though. That part is funny. How many people be you know, DMing me, texting me. I put out a story post of me just saying like, yeah, I'm not rapping no more. My phone will go off. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, they want to hear it.
yeah. You feel me?
Hey, do me a favor, Scoop. All right, if you on your laptop, cut this because I'm getting some echo. I'm getting the echo.
My laptop is muted, but
it's muted.
Yes, but you're hearing an echo. Let me try to.
You got your earpiece. You got an earpiece on?
I do. I'm about to take it out and just talk on the regular phone and see if that fixes it. I don't know.
No, it ain't that bad because I think if you pull it out, you're gonna hear us real low. So. I mean, no, we can still work through it.
I'm about to try to figure out what we was talking about for a minute, you know.
Yeah, he's talking crazy. Tell him I'll pull it out.
This conversation was turning to Pornhub real quick.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Y'all been in my browser? Y'all been in my browser history?
Lowe's got a Pornhub premium account and shit. That nigga got a full...
You know. Yeah, I do.
I mean, your old browser be moving like it's drunk, boy. He been on here all day.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, listen. Let me hold on. I know the rest of y'all. I know AC know, but Plaga, let me tell you, dog. The first time I met this cat, I remember he came up the crib because we chopped it up on the phone for a while. He came up the crib and he dropped a fucking freestyle, man, that just blew me away, dog. I was like, yo, and ever since then, man, I've been a fan. What'd you say?
You talking about the one we going to hear tonight?
Damn, why you gonna put my man on the spot like that?
Okay, okay, my bad. I apologize.
Hey,
Plaga got a few loose screws, Scoop. Don't worry about
it. Yeah.
I mean, let me refill this snifter with some more of this yak, and you know what I'm saying? You know, we see what happens.
Oh shit.
I got mine, just refilled mine. My damn
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So Scoop, so let me ask you, dog. What got you into music? What, you know what I'm saying? What was it that got you into the hip hop scene?
Bruh, man. All right. So like I said, man, I've been hip hop since I was born. You feel me? Like, and when I don't say that shit playing around. Like, you know, my mom, you know, she had me pretty young, right? And everybody around. So I was born in '83. All right.
Yeah.
So hip hop was very young when I was born. And think about when I was 5. I'm 5 in '88. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all older than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
God damn, you made me feel like.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Hey, Plaga, I think you trying to slip one in on us, dog.
Nah, my niggas, nah. Look, trust me. Look,
hey, I'm born in '84, man. You trying to slip one in on y'all?
I'm at the point where I be doing work with people that was fucking born in '97. You feel me? So I be tripping. You feel me? But for me, so when you think about hip hop, you know, I'm a historian when it comes to the hip hop shit. So like, you know, think about what was happening in '88, '89, '90, like in the hip hop scene. I was a little kid, but I was hip to like, cause I had all my uncles around and, you know, niggas with the Jeeps, with the systems. They be in my grandma's basement, putting their boxes together, putting their systems together, putting their cars. And, you know, and I was a little nigga. They would take on the car rides through the hood and, you know, listen to the shit. So I was getting introduced to like, you know, NWA and, you know, Special Ed and, you know, Kane and Rakim and all this shit when I was like a little ass kid. Like I knew this shit, you know what I mean? So like by the time Wu-Tang came out, like I was like seasoned. I'm like 10, but I'm like, I knew my favorite rappers. I knew how to recite their lyrics. So it was just something that I always did. Like, you know, some people, some people looked up to, drug dealers or athletes even. I mean, I love basketball and shit like that, but the cool niggas to me, the superheroes to me when I was a kid were the rappers. So I just always, kick freestyles and, stuff like that. So it wasn't until I probably was like, I don't know, like teenage, like 13, 14 years old, I started writing rhymes. I freestyled all the way up to there, but when I started writing rhymes, when it was like, all right, let me, start putting this shit together. Now, again, when we talk about generational shit, people that's younger than me, they was in high school putting out mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not part of that class. I'm part of the class where in high school, if you wanted to rap, like you had to have money, and none of us had no money. So it wasn't, so we rapped in school, beating on the table, making beats, and niggas rapping at the lunch table. Whoever was nicest, you know what I'm saying, was like the nicest nigga in the school. So I was part of that crew, like niggas that rap. And then eventually, once I got out of high school, I met an old head who probably, at the time, he was younger than I am now, but he was my old head, and he had a studio in his crib. And he kind of like helped me like turn my little raps that I was writing into songs. He was a producer. He would send me home like, yo, Scoop, here's a beat. I want you to write a rap about growing up in your town. And you know what I mean? He would give me topics and shit.
Right,
and,
direction,
and that, I mean, his name is Tim the Taylor. I give him props and respect to this day. But he kind of helped mold me into like an artist from a nigga that just rap. And then from there, it just snowballed. I mean, I've always been a leader. So like from there, when I stopped really rocking with him, I just kind of started doing my own thing, formulating crews and different niggas and different situations until eventually I met Los. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was always, I've always been involved, man. Like always.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Oh, my man Trash 420. What's good, Trash? Hey.
Trash, stay on here, don't it?
Yeah, that's Trash is part of the show, cuz.
That's what's up. Hey, but check this out, man. I wanted to touch on something Scoop said as far as rappers being, basically superheroes to him. I can relate to that. I was raised in Florida. I was born up north. I was born in New York. And I really looked at cats like Wu-Tang, Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD, KRS-One. All of them cats were superheroes to me, man. And it's like, I took the sports route, but at the same time, to this day, man, I still listen to my old school joints. It's like this new shit. A lot of it I just don't understand. But
so you tell me you got bars too?
What? No, I ain't got no.
Let me hear
I can write some shit. Now. I always been that cat. I can write some shit on paper that sound real nice, but I couldn't.
You won't give it up. You won't give it bars.
If it was actual spit, I couldn't.
They gonna drop them nuggets, guys.
Man, look here, but no, real talk though, man. I really appreciate shit like that. What he talking about? Because cats did. Even in that time frame, cats did have to have money. Nowadays, these kids go make a whole album of free shit that they can get offline. You know what I mean? Like beats. It's crazy to me how shit has evolved as far as that type shit. Like I remember Method Man. I read something Method Man was saying about these young cats. They're like, how the fuck are they getting all this money? You know what I mean? And that's one of the cats I admired back in the day, Meth and Redman and all them, man. And it's like, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm trying to figure this shit out. These niggas is blowing money and fucking off money and just doing all kind of crazy shit. And I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they getting it from.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Are they really making money like that? Or is that a front? I mean, what y'all think about that?
A lot of it is front. Some artists are front to me, man. It's like, man, I don't know. I still, like, I really don't listen to a lot of it, man. I still throw in my AZ or my Nas, man. I still just ride to my old school shit, man. This shit is crazy to me. All that, these niggas talking about killing and drugs and money ain't did a goddamn thing. And I be like,
you don't be riding around listening to your own mixtape.
Man, I do.
I know you got one.
Yeah,
I know you got one. I know you was out there.
Hey, look.
Money is turning me on.
yeah.
Hey, let's see.
Y'all get down.
Hey, Plaga.
Must
Hey,
need
Plaga.
money.
Man, we trying to hear from Scoop, Plaga. We ain't trying to hear
That
from
you
you.
talking about? I wanna dance tonight. Spend my money.
That money.
Man. Can we get back on subject? Can we get back on subject, man?
Yeah.
The young cat is dropping gems right now, and I really love listening to him right now, man. He's saying some good shit.
But I got something I want to comment on what you said about the money, though. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all was saying, like, is cats making money or is it a front? Right?
Yeah.
Because it depends on the era you're talking about. I mean, I feel like in the late 90s, early 2000s, like niggas was E10, like they was, because rap finally hit the mainstream. Like when you start talking about, like, like Jay-Z's like Heyday and all the Cash Money records and Master P and these different cats. Yeah, these different cats that Dre, Eminem, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this era, people was really eating with the CD sales, and then eventually, these huge tours. Then the record labels, they started to get hip. Like, damn, these people are eating off of these shows and stuff. So they started coming up with what's called a 360 deal, right?
The infamous 360.
They can eat off of your shows. They can eat off of everything you're doing. And then eventually the hard copy media, like the CDs and everything, started to fade out. And here we are with what was downloads, and now it's streams. So right now we're at a point where artists aren't really making a lot of money off of their music. If I'm keeping it funky, they're not making a lot of money off of their music. So most of the artists that come out that are flashing bread, they're getting it elsewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, though, it's that's that mind fuck thing. Like, if you see a nigga get money, subconsciously, people want to give them money. Like, they see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, like, if you see me in my video and I'm flashing bread, I got cars and shit, you want to book me to come do something, nigga, you gotta pay. Even if I'm not really worth it. But you gotta pay because like, nigga, I'm balling, nigga. So it's like fake it till you make it, and then eventually you make it for some cats. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a tricky game right now when you talk about the money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Now I think it always seems that the process, to me, always come back around. You know what I mean? Remember back in the day was the record labels that was pretty much owning everything. Now it seems it's, then it became the internet, YouTube. Then it seems it moved over to social media. Now it seems like it's coming back around to, the internet. And, a lot of people that I know seem to be, getting the bulk of their money from, advertisement deals. You know what I'm saying? Sponsorships and stuff like that.
Because I'm noticing if you get a certain, you getting money if you get a certain amount of spins or views on different. So yeah, I peeped that too as well. Yeah, I get it though. I can see what you're saying, Scoop. Yeah, if you got it, you flashing it. Cats want to be a part of that. Like, okay, he getting money, so let me put some money into this cat because that's the appeal. He's throwing it in my face as far as like, oh, okay, damn, he driving these fancy cars, even if he's not worth it. Scoop, I get what you're saying. You still want to bring him in. You might not fuck with him no more after that, but the money gone. You had to pay this cat, and he wasn't even worth it. But the fact that you were intrigued, or he had you just really wanting to see what he was about, and you were willing to pay that money, and he wasn't what you thought it was, but the money gone. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And that's just happening. That's just happening every day, man. In every city. Promoters, producers, whoever is getting behind this shit. They putting up the bread based off of an image. And Los brought up a great point as far as the advertisement. I mean, that's really the key to everything. That's the key to entertainment. If y'all want to keep it funky, any type of entertainment, whether we talking about you on TV, you doing a podcast, you doing whatever you doing, you want to make yourself popular. You want to make yourself pop so that another company would say, "Hey, you're popping. How about Los? Instead of the hat you wearing right there, you wear my hat, and I pay you X amount of dollars to wear this hat on every episode."
You know what I'm saying? I know how that goes.
That's the game.
Sports. Yeah, you wear my shit. Yeah, that's the game for real.
Oh yeah, sports. Well now athletes they still get their bread. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
But y'all can get extra bread by throwing somebody's shit on because especially social media. It's like if you're an athlete and you a pro, it's the era now is you can see how many followers somebody got. So it's you got 20 million followers. Oh shit, my G, you wear this, I'm gonna give you. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's dope if you can make it work for you, though. It's dope.
Oh, yeah.
And I wish it was like this back in the day, Los, because
listen.
I used to get paid. Cash used to pay me like up and coming new like clothing designers. They, I do interviews and I'm wearing their shit. They'll pay me, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And the money these days, I know from doing that shit. Now I'm so pissed. Because I balled the fuck out in college, and now these damn college players getting paid by all this.
Getting paid.
Shit. I'm like, that shit is crazy to me. But I get that part because it was all about that. Just like you said, Scoop. Now you can see how many like I had a lot of fans and but I didn't know. I didn't know numbers. You know what I mean? It was no way for me to know numbers. You know what I mean? But now you just look on a bitch profile. Oh, he got 1.some million followers here, and this. And I'm like, God damn,
Yeah, and you look and you a baller, right? Like you play a sport, so you're an expert in that field. Right. You're not a marketing expert. I play football. I play basketball. That's what I've been studying my whole life. But then you got these companies that have fucking people they hire that just do marketing and shit. So So even before you had numbers that you could see, they knew your numbers. They knew what you was worth, and I bet you this much they wasn't going to pay you what you was worth. They was going to give you a percentage of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to undercut you. But now you kind of, like you said, you can see it. It's like, how you going to pay me, $2,000 and I got this many followers live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's a whole thing.
But now let me touch on the part where you said about the followers. Now you remember back in the day, it used to be taboo if you inflated your followers. Remember it used to be, YouTube would damn near suspend or ban your account if you botted, your page or had inflated followers. Now they encouraged it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They will tell you, hey, listen, if you want to get to the top of the algorithm, you got to buy this so-called YouTube package. Now this is YouTube.
Money, my man. You're not good with money, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Look, TikTok the same way.
Right.
You will put out your TikTok, and then they'll actually, hey, listen, we will help you gain more followers for X amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy how it just all became 360.
It was like apps you can buy that would generate like back. I mean, when motherfuckers were doing like I used to see shit like that and that's how a lot of people got a lot of views because they were buying shit that would inflate those views. And I guess that's where you were talking about how YouTube was shutting it down. Yeah, because it was like the shit just was unreal. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just so much shit you can do.
They're not gonna let somebody else make money off of it. They gonna snatch that money.
They want a piece of that.
Why you think weed is legal?
It's a business, man.
Why do you think Disney pulled their stuff from Netflix and started their own thing?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, why am I letting you make money off of this when I could be making money off of this?
Yeah,
exactly. Why give you my product when I can put it out myself?
Yeah, they like, listen, we're gonna bootleg our own shit.
All they had to do was see the numbers and say, I cannot believe people are actually paying people to get their likes up. We own this shit. They can pay us and we can get these motherfuckers the likes.
Yeah, shit. So look, I had a whole like episode of my pod where I was talking about this topic right here, right? Like purchasing like followers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Short story. I'm gonna keep it short. So I used to work with this boy that he didn't rap or nothing like that when we worked. And then when we started working, because he always fucked with me and my rap shit, you feel me? And then we started working together. Eventually the nigga hit me up on Instagram like, yo, I'm rapping. He showed me his music. He a little younger than me. So his music was a little bit younger than mine. You feel me? The style of rap. But I'm open-minded. So I was like, you know, it's vibey. It ain't really for me, but I'm rooting for you, my nigga. Black man. You feel me? I'm rooting for you, right?
Yeah.
And I checked out his shit. I'm like, yo, my nigga. Now, you know, I still got that chip on my shoulder. I'm looking at his videos and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga just dropped this shit 20 minutes ago and he has 7,000 views. I'm like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on, right? So, so because I know I'm not getting that, right? So I'm going to his page and I start looking at some of the followers on his page. I'm being nosy. I'm clicking on who's following him and shit. And I start seeing followers that, you know, they might have they only followed him, or they have no posts on their page and they don't follow anybody but him and 2 other people, and they have, you know, 0 follow. This weird shit. So I'm like, these are fake followers. This is not a real person is not going to have this page. You know, they bought this and that's how it worked. So that was a revelation. I mean, it wasn't a surprise, but I peeped that. But that made me take it a step further. And this is what I called out on my show. I then went to Nicki Minaj's page. I think at the time she had 143 million followers or some shit like that. And I went to her followers and I saw a lot of the same shit. And I said, oh, okay. Now, take it. We know Nicki's popping. Like, we know she doesn't, in our mind, the regular niggas, in our mind, she don't need to purchase followers because she's literally popping. You can talk to any chick in the hood and say, who's your favorite rapper? They're going to say Nicki. Like, we know she's popping. However, she's not competing with the person that has 1 million followers or 2 million. She's competing with Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift. So that's her class. So in
Kylie Jenner type shit,
So in order for her numbers to look like them, and it's definitely not her.
She has to buy. Yes,
they have to make sure. So that shit just blew my mind. I was like, damn, like everything is fake.
Actually, Scoop, go ahead, Plaga.
No, what I think is was actually a little weird about that. It could be some real people. I'm not saying all of them are, because even like when we were talking about like TikTok, I noticed all my people on TikTok has nothing. They're following people, no one's following them. There's no videos, there's nothing posts, none of that stuff. And I'm wondering, is that just the people who just get on and watch and they don't, you know what I mean, do anything else?
I'm saying shit like the person has 0 followers and they follow one person, and that one person is Nicki Minaj. Like shit like that. I mean,
that's just weird right there.
Yeah, it was shit like that, and it was like multiple of them, you know. So I feel like in reality, like let's say her shit said 143 million, she might really have like 70 million followers, which is a crazy number to niggas like us. Like we can't even fathom that shit.
Shit, it's hard to get fucking 70 followers.
70,000 or 700, right? So for her. So for her, it's like, yo, she's, you know, her team is like, nah, but if she only has 70 million and Cardi B has, you feel me? Like they got to make sure that her shit is up to par. You know, and Cardi team is doing the same shit. It's like everybody's trying to like out fake each other, you know, to the top. So
out fake, with
them, they got a whole team to make sure that happen. You know what I mean?
They don't even have to do nothing.
Now with these young bulls might have some people that actually rock with them and support. Hey, yo, listen. Oh, make an account, cuz. Drop a like on my joint. Help your boy out. And you know, people will make that account, drop that like, and be like, got a new phone. I don't care about that joint. It's hard to get people to do that, though. It's hard as hell to get people to do that, man.
Let me touch up on this with my next question, since Plaga had actually brought this up. I was going to save this for later, but you know, I want to touch up on this now because we got another entrepreneur in the building. Scoop. Supporting, getting your friends and family to support your projects and what you do. Scoop, how do you do it? How do you do it? And what are some of the barriers you have ran into?
Man, I'm a firm believer of this right here. I mean, my thought is, if you make some dope shit, people are going to support it. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. You know, I can make a record. I can make a record that I thought it took me so much thought to put this together. And that shit, you know, if you check the metaphor that I said right here and connect it with the line in the third verse, then it's gonna blow your mind. And like nobody gives a fuck. Right. Like I've done that, right? And then I make a record, that I wrote in 15 minutes and the numbers just shoot up. And I'm like, damn, you know what? Like something I did here was right. Like something on this record was correct and people supported it. So I've always been a firm, like I never been the type of person that try to like guilt people into supporting me, because I want to know the real. Like I want you to fuck with it because you like it. Not just because I'm your cousin. Not just because we went to high school together, because that's faking me out. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if all y'all is, I mean, and you're going to get some of that, and I'm not against it 100%, but I just don't want people to just fuck with me because they feel like they're supposed to. Like I really want to create things, whether it be my music or my podcast or, you know, the fucking outfit that I wear in this picture. Like whatever I'm doing, I want to make sure that shit is dope enough that y'all just like it, and y'all would have liked it whether I did it or if the mainstream artist did it or if the other nigga down the block did it. So my thing is, I feel like I always say this is like the people will let you know. Yeah. Now there are some barriers when we start talking about algorithms and shadow banning and all that type of crazy shit that happens in the social media space. That shit that shit is a little tricky, where you might post some shit and like you might call your cousin and be like, yo, you saw my new video? And they'd be like, nah. They'd be like, yo, I posted it. Yeah. Oh, where? I was on Instagram all day yesterday. I ain't see your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the algorithm didn't make it to where they saw it. Now to that, I tell my friends and family like, yo, if you want to make sure you see all my shit, then you should like everything that I post. Everything. Yeah. Just like it. Just throw a like on it. Just throw a like on it. Not because I need you to inflate my numbers, but that right there is going to make the Instagram and Facebook say, yo, you're interested in what Scoop does. So we're going to show you more of what Scoop does, because the whole purpose of all this social media, because remember, we don't pay to be on social media. None of us pay. Right. You know, the social media angle is to keep us on these apps so that we can see ads. So they want they want to keep you on the app as long as possible. And the way that they do that is by showing you things that they think you like. Yep. So if me and Los are friends and AC posts something, right? And me, Los, and AC, we're all friends on the social media. And AC posts something and Los likes it, then that's going to increase the probability that I see it, because Los is my friend. So they're like, damn, Scoop and Los like a lot of the same shit. So and it gets so deep like that. Like I only skim the surface with my knowledge of that shit, but I know this to be true. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it gets tricky, but but as far as like friends and family, I just be like trying to like leave it up to them, man. Like I don't really be trying to like push that whole like, yo, you gotta
you shouldn't force feed it to your loved ones.
Well, feel that way. I mean, because I remember me and Ply, we were having this conversation about our friends and family, and I'll use this podcast and platform as an example. You know what I mean? Like our friends know what we doing. You know what I mean? And they be like, well, damn, Los, how come you ain't tell me that, your show aired tonight? I'm like, yo, my man, you already know my show aired Tuesday and Thursdays. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, like you said, force feed or run behind them to tell you, hey, listen, man, tonight, my show on tonight, you know what I mean? Can I get some support? Right. Can you jump in the chat? I'm not going to do that. Because and the reason why I'm not going, because I'm the type person, if my friends or family, again, because I know how the algorithm is, I'm liking all this shit. I'm supporting no matter what, because
everything.
Exactly. I'm a fan of what my friends are doing. I'm their number one fan. You know what I'm saying? Always, so whatever they doing, I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm in the comments, I'm doing all that shit. And I feel as though that if we're tight, we're cool, then you should do the same thing. But that's not going to define our friendship. You know what I mean? I'll still love you regardless. It's just that I'm not going to force feed you, You know what I mean? To like something that I do. You know what I'm saying? Or be supportive of what I do.
Can I jump in on that, Lo?
Sure.
You know I'm doing this fundraisers for the, because in Scoop, I don't know if you know, I took a position coaching a junior college football. And
okay.
So we're doing a fundraiser, right? So what's funny to me is like I posted, I got a fucking million friends or whatever. And what's funny to me, cats will hit me like, AC, I ain't know you were doing, motherfucker, how you gonna hit me saying you ain't know I was doing fundraiser? You read it and you telling me you ain't know I was doing the fundraiser, but you read it. And it's like, I get the cats hitting me, AC, yeah, I see you doing your thing, man. Congrats. I say, fuck all that congrats and congratulations. How about donations? And I wasn't saying it to be ugly, but I'm like, okay, I get that. I love to share my knowledge because I got so much to get to these kids. And I finally decided to do it. And you see, it's an up-and-coming program. We just know on the scene, but it's a college program. First and foremost, y'all not seeing, I'm sitting here telling you, for the kids that didn't get the opportunity they felt they should have gotten, I mean, this is an opportunity for them to get a college degree. That's what we giving. That's what I push first and foremost. And at the same time, next, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get them to that level for D1, D2, whatever, because I'm gonna get them that knowledge I got because I made it all. It's NFL, CFL, I made it, so I know what it takes to make it. But it's like these cats in my hometown and shit just irks the fuck out of me because I'm like, y'all know we've never had, everybody I know from back in there, we all had to go out of state to go to school. Because like I said, I went to JUCO route myself and I had to go out of state because we didn't have that down here. And there was a lot of cats that I'm saying that was so good, but they didn't want to leave home or were scared to leave home, shit like that. Didn't want to leave their family, so they fucked off opportunities that they could have had. But me, I was like, man, I got to go. I miss my family, but I know I'm too good to sit on my ass and not at least try. You know what I mean? So I did that. But these cats down here so old head that came up with me, we came together. A lot of y'all played ball and a lot of y'all couldn't do the go out of state thing to go to school or whatever. But now y'all see we got this in our hometown and ain't nobody supporting. That bothers the hell out of me because I support any and everything that go down in my hometown. This is my home. Like I said, I was born up north, but I was raised down here in Florida from the time I was 5 years old. And I'm like, okay, so I claim this. Now, I still got family in New York. My brother still stays in New York. My mom still stays in New York. It's like, but this is home to me. So I'm representing right now. I'm representing Florida right now. And it's like, for y'all not to come out and show me love, like I wasn't trying to be, and it ain't about money. I'm doing this for these kids, man. And it's like, for y'all not to support your home state when y'all know y'all got a lot of y'all kids out here, they selling dope, they fucking up, trouble all the time, and I'm providing this outlet where we can do something different, change these kids' lives, and put them on a different path. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's showing that support. We good because like being, I'm not gonna say my celebrity, but the things I've done, I've just by me coming on, it's like I've done something like I've raised less than a week. I was hired over 2 weeks, but I just got in the fundraising part about it. I've raised over almost $2,000. But it's like, and all the other coaches ain't did a motherfucking thing. I just presented them with a contact because we trying to, we doing Under Armour, but what they're not understanding is, and it's like I'm schooling and giving a lot of knowledge. Like we're buying Under Armour's, basically buying Under Armour. So I'm letting these guys know, man, that's not how we supposed to do it, man. It's like, yeah, I get it. We just starting out. We want to put a name out, but so, I went back in the Rolodex. I'm like, okay, I got a contact from Nike. So boom, I hollered at the Nike guy. So we supposed to sit down, head coach, whatever. And we gonna try to get them to sponsor us. The company I work for now, because I do a lot of good things with them. I went to them. They sent me a sponsorship form, so they can get behind the school. It's like just because of who I am, I do so much, and it's like I just can't believe my city ain't get behind some shit that we need for our kids. There's so many young black men down here, man, that's doing the wrong thing, man. That's not where they need to be. I see so much talent, but like I said, and like we were, Scoop was talking about earlier, I mean, you see the athletes and the dope dealers, them wasn't your superheroes. The superheroes was the rappers to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, my thing is this, right now, it's so, man, all I'm looking at is these young kids, man, and the superheroes right now to them are these dope boys. You know what I mean? In my city. So with me doing this, I'm trying to at least tip the scale or get them on this side where I'm like, okay, I'm offering you an opportunity. When we were in school back in the day, we had a full course load. People don't understand how great this college opportunity we got, and there's a new college. These kids can train like crazy to be the best they can be, because these kids have to one goddamn class a month.
Ooh.
A month. This is how this is structured. And at the end of 2 years, you will have your goddamn associate's of science degree. Man, I had 4-5 classes in junior college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This program is structured so good. And Los, I'm gonna get the schedule to you. We just got our schedule together. And like I said, the second year, and I wish I would have known last year because I've been back home for a year now, but I've been kind of low key. When they just found out I was here, they was like, AC, they came at me. But man, the opportunity to get, my thing, I want to give these kids, I get it right now. A lot of these jobs like they're pushing up the wages a little bit, but at the same time, you can't move how you want to move if you ain't got this motherfucking education. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking, because you got some cats that ain't for everybody. And a lot of these cats out here are smart enough that you don't need that paper to still make these moves. But at the same time, it's like, I'm seeing so many of these young kids out here, man. And they not doing nothing with themselves, man. They not doing nothing with themselves. All the talent in the world. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. You at the park, at the city park, you balling. You could have been doing something, because like we added football. Next year we adding basketball next year. We're gonna add track. We're gonna add soccer. I mean, this is an up and coming school. We're gonna do this thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I can to make sure this program succeeds. Like, we signed 64 kids for this upcoming season. 64 scholarships. We giving out scholarships, man. 64 kids, man, coming from as far as California, Colorado. Like I told you, Los, we got a young linebacker out of Philly. You know what I mean? And it's like, we getting the word out there, and we go through avenues like, we recruit a lot off Twitter and off, how the kids put their highlights on Huddle and stuff like that. But man, I'm so passionate about this right now, man, because I'm like, man, we got to change some shit. As a black man, I need to be a mentor. I need to be, some kind of device for these kids to be able to live out their dreams, man. And
listen, you already doing it.
Los, and you had to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to work, Los. That was the hardest thing in my life to do, to stay disciplined and focused to get my ass to the NFL. I fucked off my opportunity doing something stupid, but I got there, and I was there for a long time. And it's like, I just want to see these kids, man. I seen a kid the other day, man, just at the park, man. And when I say he was just throwing the ball around with his homeboy. He's a sophomore in high school, so I really couldn't get him. But when I say the boy would let his homeboy throw the ball, this is the shit I used to do. You can throw that bitch, I'm gonna go get it. And but to see that, and it reminded me so much of myself, I'm like, okay, this dude just chunked that strong arm. And when I said this boy ran up under that thing after 40, 50 yards, and the boy threw the ball before he got down, took off the line.
He went and got it. He went and got that thing.
That shit, man. And I was like, man, it's just so many kids out here, man. They don't have them, that father figure, that coach. I mean, whatever, that's taking them under their wing, because
OGs. They don't got OGs.
Yeah. There you go, Scoop. You said
that's it. OGs. That's it. You said it right there, man. Like, I'm an OG, I feel, and it's like, I kick myself in the ass all the time. Like, I'm an OG, and I ain't gave these boys back nothing. You know what I mean? Because I've always been private. I ain't want to deal with nobody. but it's time, man. It's
Yes.
time. And,
Yes.
and you know, I'm gonna do that for these kids, man. I'm really passionate about, because we losing so many of our young black men, man, to this. I'm not gonna say, you know, or put it out there like that. It's all because of racism and all because of, you know, the color of our skin. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is. I mean, we're targeted, man. And I have 3 sons, man, and I worry about them every day. I have, you know, like I was telling you, little AC about to graduate from Morehouse next month, which I'm so proud. And you know, he's 23. My baby boy, he's in college in California. And my oldest son, he's not in school, but he's working in Houston, Texas. He's 27. And it's like, I be so scared for them, man. I really do. Because, you know, they still like to hang out and, you know, do things. You know, they
of course.
Age, you know? So, but I'm so terrified, man. It's just the wrong thing. You know, I got little AC, got a car, and, you know, he in Atlanta. So, you know, he always want to hang out and,
Let me ask you this. Did you buy the car?
You know, I bought the car. He get on my nerves. I bought the car. And I bought him a Charger, so you know he think he the shit.
Man, you ain't even start him off how you was supposed to start him off.
I know. I should have got that nigga that.
He's supposed to get an 82 Pontiac.
Yeah, listen, yo, you nobody to blame but yourself, dog. Nobody to blame but yourself on that one.
I was looking for the 88 Honda, but
he's supposed to get an 82 Pontiac.
He's supposed to be in a motherfucking Fiat
on the front.
Yeah. A Prius or something, man. But you know, that's my baby boy. I love him to death. He took after me. He didn't get the opportunity because I always felt he was a way better receiver than me. And he balled out in college, but he just getting the opportunity. But he's going to grad school after he graduates.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. To be a lawyer. I really feel I did a great job with these kids of mine, but it's just still I got that worry because they're all over the place, right? Like I said, I'm in Florida, Houston, Texas, Hollywood, California. You know what I mean? I mean Houston, Atlanta. So you know, it's just I worry so much. But then at the same time, the young men I'm around down here, I try to keep them on the straight and narrow, man. Like I get with these kids, we working out, we practice. Their eyes are so wide open because of the fact that I play in the NFL. And they for real, coach. When I first what coach for real? And, you know, everything I say in every direction I give them or directive, I mean, they bust their ass. They doing whatever. It's like, okay, he know what he talking about. Actually, you know, it's not a knock on none of my other coaches because they didn't make. But at the same time, they know it's just a little extra I can give them.
So,
but at the same time, go ahead, Lo.
So now let me because I want to touch up what you said, but I want to point it towards Scoop. Scoop, do you got any of the young MCs coming to you for advice?
Man, that's why I started the podcast. For real, like, cause you know, I do engineer work in the studio. Like I record people and you know, it's a young man's game. So the older I get, the artists, they still young, you know what I'm saying? So I be in the studio with people recording them and I notice like myself giving them gems, trying to help them to not make some of the same mistakes that I made trying to get on and doing different things, you know, teaching them the business, you know. So having some of those conversations made me say, damn, I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot talking to different dudes because they all got the same, you know, mentality, the same thoughts. Maybe I should put this on a platform where I could actually like educate people, you know, all at one time. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like what influenced me, motivated me to start the podcast. So yeah, like I mean, I kick it with young cats, and I got friends. I mean, like I said, like you know, I'm gonna be 39 this year. You feel me? I started late. My kids is young. Most of my friends, their kids are, you know, teenagers, graduating high school, starting college. You know, everybody had kids at like 20. You know, their kids is like 18, 19. You know. So I got plenty of friends, quite a few friends that have sons that, and some daughters even that have interest in rapping. And these friends know I've been rapping forever, so they be quick to be like, "Yo, hit up Scoop. He'll get you in the studio." You know what I'm saying? You know, and whenever I do that, it don't be like on some just casual game shit. Like, nah, I'm gonna try to speak life to them and try to point them in the right direction because I want them to be succceable. And whatever that looks like to them, you know, I don't want them to waste their money. I don't want them to waste their time. So yeah, I'm all about the next generation, man. We got to pay it forward. Ain't none of us gonna be here forever, you know. But we can leave behind gems. We can leave behind a legacy. You know, so that's what it's about, man.
Seeds, man, seeds.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember I used to always, tell artists that even if you don't make it or become successful, and I believe, Scoop, we had this talk years ago. The music that you leave behind will always be there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, you can always, your kids can listen to it. Your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it's you've made your mark in this world, and especially if you make some good music. Oh shit, man! Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, man? And
I tell you all the time, it's all about the art, man. It's all about the art that you leave. The art exists outside of the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do a song with somebody, a lot of niggas get in the booth with somebody or do a record and they be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I mean, and that's cool. I get the competitive nature of it, but at the end of the day, I want to create something with you that fuck what I'm thinking and what you're thinking. This piece of art needs to be dope so that thing can last the test of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, but now let me ask you, and because I know briefly we talked about this tonight. Now, how do you feel about how the internet has impacted the music business? Two-part question. Second part, do you think it's going to always? Do you think it's changed forever, or is it going to revert back to how it used to be, where the brick and mortar stores were around?
Okay, well, the first question was, you said, how do I feel about the internet's impact
on the music business? Yeah,
I roll with the punches. You feel me? Like I've realized what is real, and I'm not like one to, I guess, complain too much about the way things are. I just try to adjust based off of how they are, because complaining is not going to really help me out. I mean, I do get nostalgic at times. I mean, I miss buying like CDs and cracking open the case and looking at the artwork and like I had some bars like where I was talking about it, but like I do miss that. I miss opening it and reading the credits and having a physical product. Even when it comes to the video games, like I do miss like really like some people will clown me like, a new game will come out and I'll like go buy the disc version. They be like, "Oh nigga, you could have downloaded that shit last night, right?" You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, I do find value in having the physical product and opening it up, and it's like it's almost like a connection, like to have it in your hand. So I do miss some of that stuff, but I don't like get caught up on like, man, this shit is whack. Like some people
see age now.
Yeah, I mean, it's real shit. My nigga, like, I mean, and CDs ain't even there. I grew up with tapes and shit, and man, my niggas have, DJs, records, all that shit. You feel me? But vinyl, but most of my, my formative years, if you will, was the CD era, right? And but I'm also one of them cats that like I don't know, like some people just, as things change, they just be so mad about it. They just be like, "Oh man, I don't like this, I don't like that." All right, well, that's cool. I mean, but I mean, if you don't want to work with it and you want to just, fall back, then that's what you want to do. But me, I have a desire to be successful and to still, figure the new environment out and have that shit work to my advantage. So I'm not going to like hate on it. I'm going to try to like maneuver within it. So that's, that's how I feel. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it's just reality, change is inevitable. So your second part was, do I think it will revert back? That's an interesting question, because I do see
repeats itself always.
Yeah, I do agree that things, everything goes, in cycles. I do agree with that. But I just think that it still changes. Like there may be like, we're not going to go back to exactly what it was before, but there is somewhat of a I want to say like a community of people that hold that shit at a high regard. So like vinyl, like some niggas like that I follow now that are artists that's like not that haven't been out for that long, but they're of a certain age, so their fan base is like me, like, you know what I'm saying, like their fan base is probably mostly like in their like 30s, 40s, like so they'll put their shit out on vinyl because like, yo, nigga, like our shit's on vinyl, you can order and it be pricey. Like it don't be cheap.
I believe so. Like, shit.
Yeah,
that is pricey.
Yeah, you talking about you talking about vinyl. You know,
my mom still has a record player, and I was going through some of her records, and I actually saw I had an old Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Wow.
Fucking okay. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait. It was They Reminisce Over You was on there?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was actually just the single. It was the 45, if I'm not mistaken. And I just blew my mind. I'm like, because my mom, I feel she a hoarder because she keep every damn thing. And but yeah, that blew my mind, man. But Scoop, let me ask you something, because my mind ain't the same as I was younger, but I'm gonna tell you, man,
those
two
are concussions
cuts you had that I really enjoyed, man. And if I can find them, I'll jam them to this day. But I know you remember Psalms and The Business.
Oh wow. Palms. You talking about Palms?
I'm
he in the Bible with it.
Yo, that's my shit, dog.
Yeah, man, Business. Yeah,
I was
Business.
trying to. Yeah,
wow.
Beating my head in. I'm like, damn, I know, and I want to. And I'm not saying actually impressed, but at the same time, I want to let you know when we were, dealing with you and you were connected with us, man. I really enjoyed your music, man. I really did, man. You had some bars that were out of this world, man. And I'm like, I wish, because let me tell you something. When Los stepped me with it, and I was like, I used to do whatever for Los. Los, no, and I was in Georgia, and he was in, but whatever Los needed to do, like we would have guys down there in Atlanta. Los would have me. I go to him because he wanted me, because I really believe in Los. Anything Los doing, I got him. I believe in him, man. I remember at one point, Los, you remember this when you sent me over this cat house and we was trying to get Charlie Baltimore at one time?
Yeah.
You remember that? And I'm over there spending money on this cat.
What was y'all trying to get Charlie Baltimore for? What was y'all trying to get into?
We're trying to get assigned to the label.
Oh, okay. Just wanted y'all to clear that up. That's all. I just wanted y'all to clear that up.
Listen. Let me tell you something. My man Trash Nostalgia, yeah, for sure. Let me tell you something. See, Scoop, we pitched all y'all music. We pitched y'all music to
every fucking band.
Rick Ross, his label, Jimmy Iovine. Man, we was day and night. We was trying to get y'all motherfuckers signed to some major deals, dog.
That's one thing you can say. Los worked so hard trying. So man, it's like I couldn't believe it. That's why I just was like, I'm gonna go just as hard. And unfortunately, I really wanted us to, do some things, man, and bless a few people. But man, it's just the fact that I'm really loving the fact, Scoop, that
it didn't come.
Y'all didn't. That relationship is still there as far as the way you're talking, man. It's like we all good friends, man. We still good friends, man. And it's like that's what means a lot to me, because a lot of people, they get into it, things don't work out, whatever they get, but we sitting here having just hair laid back type, just we chopping it up. It's nice to me, man, and I love shit like that, man. I love shit like that.
Because we real men, man. Like, at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day, you responsible for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm responsible for me. We all respond. But it's like, but if you can align your interests with another individual and try to make something happen, that's great. But you can't never like point fingers and be like, who did what for me? And like, nah, nigga, like you responsible for you. So anything that Los and you that y'all did for me is always appreciated. Like, I'll never write that off. It's all part of our story. Like our story moving forward. It has value. Whether we went platinum or we didn't, it's still part of the story. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always love from my end, from my perspective, and I'm glad that it's mutual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because bro, like this shit. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I wouldn't say I regret, because I enjoyed it. I mean, it was stressful, but I enjoyed it. But I've always felt bad that I couldn't get you guys that major deal. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
Kiss my ass.
Oh, man, I thought my mic was muted.
That was a part.
Just throw that salt on the wound.
You're all in the open wound.
Hey, listen, man. I'm the fuck petty, okay? I'm petty.
Petty Pendergrass.
I got motherfuckers I don't even want at my funeral because I'm that petty. Don't you bring that motherfucker in.
You know what I mean? It was me, AC, Renee. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, for an independent group, I think we had some hot ass talent.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I think we really had some. And the one thing about the music business that I have learned is a lot of people tell you what they think you should hear, or what they think. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you. I mean, listen, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, give this artist, another year, you know what I mean? Or give me some more tracks of them, and we'll see, I'll go meet with this person. I'll go meet with that person, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's what we heard.
Because we giving you that fire off top, and you around here with this bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? No. That's what we heard. But like I said, the one thing that I didn't want to do was, in the school, I think we talked about this years ago. I never wanted to hold on to you guys. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to tie you up.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen. You know what I mean? We had our 3-year run. If I couldn't get it done in 3 years, hey, look, here you go, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You got all your masters, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Now, I've had some regrets on a couple of artists that I've signed. And I'm sure Scoop probably know who she is.
Oh, man.
I mean, you put it that blame. You
man, look,
know who she is.
I'm sorry. It was 2 of the female artists that was part of it. The one, and I'll bring this up because Lord knows she probably never listened to this motherfucking this podcast. I don't give a fuck.
About to ask, I didn't hear her name. Say that again.
We real on this podcast. Let's go.
Yeah, man, we real, man. Fuck this shit, man. This shit's Ashley shit. Listen, Twiz hooked up a hot ass track for her, man. Hot ass track. We shopped that shit to Rick Ross label. We shopped that shit to Jimmy Iovine. When I tell you, they was like, oh, yo, listen, I think you got a winner right here. You got a winner. We need more stuff from her. And we were putting all of our eggs in her because at that time, she was the one that was going to get us in the door. Because Twiz hooked up a nice ass track for her. And we was like, yo, listen, we're going to get you a second single. And blah, blah, blah. And when I tell you, she had that nervous breakdown. I don't know. She had some sort of breakdown, and the shit never worked. Man, I was pissed. I was motherfucking pissed because that's all we got was that one single out of her. And if we would have dropped another single, it would open the door for the whole company. What
was her name again?
Ashley. You know what I'm saying? I say the Ashley Lachey because we real on this motherfucking podcast. We real as shit,
man. She was the truth.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But hey, listen, I always chalk it up as a learning experience.
So once a week, I can just slide in her DMs and be like, bitch.
No,
slide and hit her with that B word.
She don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Every week, and then she blocked me. I'm gonna just create a new account and be like, bitch.
You gonna slide every now and hit her with the B word,
Right.
dog.
And then if I find out where she at, I'm just go outside the window and point at her.
Bitch.
And then leave.
Hey, yo, listen, we come to that 1 hour mark, man. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break, and then we'll be back with my man Scoop. You know how we do. Yes, sir.
Good.
I'm ready to hit it again, y'all. Hold on, my new one. Hold on. Guess who's Bazak still smelling crack in my clothes? Don't make me relapse on these hoes. What's up, Scoop? You don't want to go bar for bar. You don't want to go bar for bar, Scoop.
Go with all that lip.
You don't want to go bar for bar, dog.
Man.
I know that verse, man. Don't play with me.
Oh, man, listen, we're back. We're back after the 10-minute break. This JAWN podcast featuring LosThaDarkGable, AC, my man, Plaga, and Scoop, our guest host for the night. So, Scoop, let me ask you, dog.
Mm-hmm.
What's your creative process like? And the reason I'm asking now, I want you to touch on when you were heavy into the rap game, and also transitioning to the hosting your podcast, your show. So, I mean, how do you get yourself ready? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I mean, those are like two different elements. You feel me? So, like, I mean, if I'm talking about rapping, like my creative process, because like I don't write raps down, right? Like I don't write anything. I don't type it in my phone. I don't do any of that shit. Like I've been, my claim to fame is I ain't wrote a rhyme since 2009. Like that's something So like most of the raps,
dome, baby.
Any song that you've ever heard me do, any rap that you ever heard me spit, was something that I created in my mind. And usually the best place for me to write, like quote unquote write, like in my head, is in the car. So if I'm driving, if I'm taking like a nice little, ride somewhere, I'm riding out to Philly, or I'm riding, get 20, 30 minutes or more, like typically I'm gonna have an instrumental on and I'm just going to, come up with the bars. And that's my creative, because I'm like, when I'm driving, there's so many different, you see so much, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can, if it's impossible for me to have writer's block if I'm on the move, because I can see.
Let us know who I'm blowing my horn at now.
Goddamn
stop sign, trying to get a verse out.
Yeah, that's me. Word. I'm just saying, like I could be riding and I could see a red truck and it could spark some, inspiration, or I can, see somebody crossing the street and what they got on, or or just write about something that don't have nothing to do with what I see. But it's just that that's like, when it comes to rapping, that's typically, where I write is in my car. I mean, at least that's where I'll start a rap. Like, so once I got my first like 4 bars, 8 bars, then I can continue wherever I'm at. I can sit in my crib, I can sit in the studio, I can, sit wherever and put it together. So that's really it. But see, the thing is, people get that fucked up because they be like, yo, Scoop, like, how do you remember the raps? Yeah. How do you remember them if you especially, and I don't really smoke weed like I used to, but when I used to smoke real heavy and shit, they be like, you be smoking and shit? Like, how you be remembering? I'm like,
how you remember that shit?
Like, you know why? I'm like, you know why? Because I obsess over it. Like, when I start writing a verse, it's really all I think about. So I'll like, anywhere that I'm at in my mind the whole time, I'm like, like it's kind of sickening. Like, if you really think about it, it really, you got to be a certain type of like lunatic to really like, to do that. So that's my process as far as rapping. Now, as far as the podcast shit, when it comes to like topics and things like that, like really, I just kind of like keep my mind open to like whatever I see on social media. Okay. I got a couple of sites that I ain't gonna put out there, but I got a couple of sites.
We don't want nobody know your secrets.
Yeah,
I might know your secrets,
man. So like, come like,
don't tell us shit.
Tuesday. My podcast we film and record on Wednesday night. So tomorrow night I'm doing a new episode. Typically between Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, I'll put together all the topics. I'll send the topics to my co-host. make sure everybody is informed on what we're going to talk about.
On the same page.
And because sometimes, and I also extend it to them, like, yo, if there's something y'all want to talk about, let me know. Because everybody don't, know everything that I'm going to come up with. So, you might have to research, or you might catch something that I didn't catch. And, so I'll be thinking, like, all right, boom, what albums came out this week? Okay, what is there any controversy that we need to talk about, in the media?
Right. That's good.
Is there, and then I try to go outside of current events and come up with a topic that's like universal to hip hop. So it might be like, what's the best sneakers, that we was wearing back in the 90s, or what was the best, what's your favorite, what verse made you fall in love with hip hop? Like, so it'd be like some shit that like from the past to try to bridge the gap and keep everything connected, but still stay current with having some current topics.
What was your verse that made you fall in love?
Yeah, man. Let me hear that.
I don't want to stop you, but I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know too.
All right, so I'm gonna answer your question, but I'm also gonna segue that to another segment that we have on the podcast. It's called Gun to the Head, right? And Gun to the Head, the whole premise behind it is, if somebody put a gun to your head and said, hey, you gotta rap your favorite, rap verse or something that you fuck with heavy, and if you fuck up, it's over for you. What verse would you choose? And we do this shit. We've done it mad times. We've done it live. I had a whole gun to the head battle. So when it comes to gun to the head, I usually would pick a verse like from when I was young. I mean, y'all want to hear something? Like, I'm gonna hear one.
Yeah,
one
of course.
Yeah, I want to hear the verse. I want to know.
Of course.
I want to know everybody's verse now. Shit, everybody got to tell me what you want.
All right, I would hope that y'all familiar with this. Maybe you might be, maybe you ain't. But it goes a little something. It go a little something like this. Fake thug, no love. You get the slug. See before gusto. Your luck though. I didn't know till I was drunk though. You freak niggas played out. Get fucked and ate out. Prostitute turned bitch. I got the gauge out. 96 ways I made out. Montana way to good. FELLA. Verbal AK spray. Dipped the Tachi. Jumped out the range. Emptied out the ashtray. The glasses they make a man cash his clay. Red dot plots. Murder schemes. 32 shotguns. Regulate with my thun. 17 rocks gleam from one ring. And let me let y'all niggas know one thing. It's one life, one love, so there can only be one king.
Hold on, wait.
Y'all know that?
Let me say it. Hold on. Traj said, Esco, easy, take it in the blood.
It's funny. It's not taken in blood. It is Esco though. It is not.
It is
That's
Esco?
called the message.
Okay,
yeah.
That's
the
message, ain't it?
That's on It Was Written, his second album.
Yeah, man, we got some bees to throw at you, Trash. We need some type of good confetti or something to talk.
Yeah. Well, I had to get Traj to clap. My man Traj is on the. Yo, he's in the fucking building.
Right? Can we turn your right and gold or something like that, man? Right.
Hey, listen, Traj. Next week, dog.
That's my shit. It's not Taken in Blood though, Traj. Relax. Taken in Blood is another song on that same album, but the message is the joint that I just did. He said, "Don't play with me." I love it, yo. I love it. But that's like, that's one of the joints. It's a lot of them, but that's one of the joints that, because when Nas' album came out, It Was Written. This is back when artists would put the lyrics in the booklet. You know what I'm saying? I will open the booklet and I'm a kid. I'm reading through that shit. I'm like, yo, this is hard.
I gotta know though, Los. What's your verse, Los?
What's my verse?
God,
man, I ain't got no goddamn
still
verse.
Smell like
Don't make me read last on these hoes. That's my verse right there, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on, hey, you gotta let us know now. Let me hear that out.
Go ahead. Come on, dog.
Let me hear it. I know that's your shit.
Don't start. I ain't got nothing. No, don't start.
Hey, about to hit us with Ghetto Dope Master P or something.
You gotta hit him with some of that mystical, that mystical shit.
Nah,
that mystical shit. Help the bear.
Help the bear. I'm done.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all familiar with, but And Scoop, tell me if you're familiar with this artist, because the best artist on P's label to me back in the day was Mac.
Who?
Mac.
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 I don't know that. I don't know.
See, y'all play too much.
Wait, on Master P, on Master P label, it was
on
Mac?
Master P's label. His name was Mac. He was
MAC.
Hold on, dog. Let me do some Googling. Let me do some. Googling.
I don't know Mac.
When I say this boy, he actually got in some trouble, went to prison for a while, and that
he had an album.
His career. Yeah, he had a few of them, man.
Really? It was on No Limit. Man. No Limit.
That's right.
I love learning new shit, but I also like I be mad at myself when I don't be knowing shit sometimes. I'm like, damn, Mac, I don't know Mac.
Yeah.
Cause I was hip to the whole No Limit shit. You feel me? Like, but clearly not.
This cat was the truth, man, and I used to love this cat. I like I said, my memory bad, but I remember I noticed I was jamming this cat, and I just really followed up on him because he recently got out of prison.
Say No Limit Mac. Okay.
Yeah,
we need the verse. Let me hear the verse.
I don't know the verse. I told you.
Plaga. What's your verse, man?
What's your verse there, Chiefy?
Don't make me make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Hey, y'all.
Nah, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Yeah, you got to, bro.
You gotta relax.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right, Lil Kim. That's a Lil Kim.
Yeah.
Hey, my man, Trash boy. Yo, listen. Trash on that joint talking about, oh shit, he right. I put the wrong beat behind it, but it was rhyming.
Yeah.
I'm talking bully boo boo shay a la quoi. You know what I'm saying? Yo, want me to keep going?
Oh, let me tell Trash. Let me tell Trash one thing real quick. Trash, don't play with me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nah, man. All love hip hop, but yeah, man. Like, so yeah, like that's the thing. Like, but gun to the head's a real thing. Like, yo. During the pandemic, all right. So when Versus came out, because you know Versus was a product of the pandemic, everybody was in their crib, scared to death, and we already. So that's why I've been doing the podcast for 3 years, and I do it every week. Mm-hmm. If you do the math, I should have way more than 102 episodes.
You know what? That's what I want to ask you, dog. How do you now? Are you doing seasons? You know what I'm saying? Or you just continually going through episodes?
We continue. Well, we do. I mean, I have broken it into seasons just because like Apple Podcasts, supports that. But I never took like a real intentional break. The only break that we took was the 2020, like when niggas stopped being in the studio together. We tried to do it remotely a couple of times and it didn't really hit the same like how we do when because we be wilding, like, you know what I'm saying? We got a whole like situation. So we took most of 2020 off. So I want to say when this shit hit, like February, March when that shit hit, and then we didn't get back into it until like February, March 2021. And then we've been pretty consistent since then. But in the interim, like my point here is like when we wasn't doing it, I still had the itch. I mean, I had a couple of different like endeavors that I jumped into, but the one that was probably the most successful was I started gun to the head battles. So we did gun to the gun. So we coined the term gun to the head on the podcast. We would do it on the podcast sometimes. And if it was like people in the studio with us, I might bring somebody up to the mic and let them, do their thing. But then I was like, yo, what if I had niggas, because Versus was out. I was like, what if I had niggas online? We go live and you pick your 3 songs. This nigga pick his 3 songs and you got to do your, rap your favorite shits. And I mean, you can fuck up if you want, but I'm gonna have the people that's watching live vote on who won, and then I turned it into a tournament. Like, I had a winner and everything. So, like the first 2 rounds, you could rap along to the real song, right? So if it was like mystical or what, you would rap. But then the 3rd round, you had to do the shit over the instrumental, like with no help.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you had to make sure you found the instrumental on YouTube. Yo, the shit was lit. I did a whole, like I had, what was that? I guess an 8-person tournament or some shit. And then, and then just, the nigga that won, shout out to my nigga King. Yo, the nigga that won, he did, I think in his first battle, he did Triumph. Wu-Tang, to the instrumental, he did every part of Triumph, right? Every part.
Oh shit, he would love that song.
Yo, and then the last his final round, the final joint he did over the instrumental with no help, he did Rap God by Eminem. And I mean, if y'all familiar with that, like the flow, the shit that he had to do on that song was ridiculous, and he nailed it. Yeah, I was skeptical. I'm like, yo, is he reading the lyrics off of some shit?
Was over.
What you think? Is he cheating?
Well, Rap God was over 6 minutes. It's
a long song.
Yeah.
And he had to, and me, like, I'm a fan of that record. Like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some of that shit, but I can't do the whole thing. Like, I can't do the whole joint. And he killed it. And it was dope, man. I had people doing like Jay-Z, Hot 97 freestyles. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like all over the place. A lot of Lil Wayne shit was being done.
Nasty Nas ain't riding on the freeway. Don't get me started with that shit.
So let me tell y'all though, I was a big fan of. I know Versus was out, but did you guys ever check out that by DJ Cassie that Passed the Mic?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. That's for us.
Dope too.
Old school artists, man.
That's for us. That's for us. That's for people of a certain age. You know what I'm saying? To appreciate that shit. But yeah, I definitely, my father-in-law, he was sending them shits to me like every time it dropped. I'm like, oh, this is incredible. Yeah,
incredible.
So
that was dope.
Now, my man Scoop, I'm about to put you on the spot here. What's up with the tramp stamp? The episode of your podcast.
Man.
And your man Mikey saying you got a tramp stamp.
Lows. This is fucking hilarious. I'm so glad that you mentioned that. That shit is hilarious to me.
Oh, I do. I'm a fan of your podcast, my brother.
I'm just hoping you ain't got Scoop on your lower back with a chip going into like some nacho cheese or something like that.
Scoop with a chip is hilarious. According to Mike. Now, Mike, all right. Little background about, so what Los is talking about is one of my co-hosts on the podcast. His name is Mikey McFly. He's my homeboy. I've known him for a very long time. He's a producer. He made, a lot of beats. Some of the beats that I've rapped on some
Ultra.
of the records. Yeah, on Ultra, on some of the records that we did together. Mikey produced. I've known him for a long time. He's also my barber. So like, you know what I'm saying? Your barber is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's your nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So
my barber's unreliable.
Yeah. Nah, Mike, yeah, I go see Mike weekly, man. That's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? So he I don't know, man. They going to Mike's a fucking clown, man. He said some shit on the podcast that I got a fucking tramp stamp. I don't have a fucking tramp stamp, but it's funny for content. So you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's funny. Like I'm the type of nigga, like I'm confident enough in myself that I can be the joke. Like I can be the joke. If it's funny, it's funny. I'm not. Some niggas you make fun of them and it's funny, but they catch feelings like, nigga, that shit was funny. That shit was funny, my nigga. Like, what the fuck you got your panties in a bunch for, my nigga? Like, shit.
Yo, we know. We got a few of my friends like that, dog. They hate to be the butt of the jokes, but they want to always try to joke on people.
I could chap some asses, man. I could chap some asses, guys.
You know what that is? That's their insecurity is controlling them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because don't get it fucked up. Everybody has insecurities. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you don't gotta let that shit rule you. You don't gotta let that shit control you. You know what I'm saying? You can be you can be, confident and be like, you know what, man? Nigga, fuck you. That's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a crack a joke back on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mikey's fat. He got titties. So I talk about his titties. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny.
You're outside. That's what I'm
you feel me? But yeah, it's funny. I keep it going. I pretend on the podcast sometimes I'm gonna show the tramp stamp or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. And the fact that Los mentioned that to me means that it's effective.
Yes.
It means that joke is effective. That other people besides Los that don't get an opportunity to talk to me are thinking about that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's dope. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Plaga's suffering from dwarfism, but he ain't
Let me explain something to y'all, man.
I mean, we don't let that bother us.
It's a real thing in America, my man. You know what I'm saying? I have no top cabinets in my house. That's just not there. There's only counters.
Yo, I didn't know. I never met Plaga, but I knew he was shorter than 5'9". Like I knew it.
Yeah, well, he got that short man voice. You know what I mean?
He said 5'8".
Now, when I put
he got that short man voice.
Now, when I put a good pair of Timbs on with an insole, I'm hitting 9.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm
fresh
hitting
Timbs.
5'9". Right.
Fresh Timbs before the sole starts to, you know what I'm saying, rub off on the floor a little bit. You got
a
that
decent
before they start sliding.
Yeah.
A decent Dr. Show.
And you cool with Los, and Los like 6'3" or some shit.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
Well,
shit.
you know, hey, listen, you know, I've burped Plaga a couple of times.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, Scoot, let me ask you now. We about to get serious. So we about to get serious here. Scoot, when was the last time someone saw you cry?
Go ahead with that.
Spill it.
Last time someone saw me cry.
Last time someone saw you cry.
Damn. I want to be honest. I'm thinking. Because everybody cries. You feel me? I want to say it had to have something to do with my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not no sad tears. Like happy tears. Yeah. Damn. I don't know, bro. Like, my wife probably see me cry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It had something to do with my son doing some shit that was cool to me.
Yeah.
Like, we need dates.
Yeah, I nigga said I need video footage.
Right. Yesterday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't cried in at least 6 months.
All right, wait a minute. So what about movies? And I'm gonna bring this up because listen, I think I'm at that age now where I cry on movies and shit now.
Oh, all right, I got one. I watched something recently. over the past few months that the tear didn't drop, but I felt the you know what I mean? They started to build up. I felt the shit building up. And I told myself, I was alone too. Nobody was around me, but you know, the man in me told me, I said, nah, man, I ain't no bitch. I ain't gonna I got it. But you know what it was though? It was the Genius. It was the Kanye shit, the documentary on Netflix when his mother died. When his mother died, because as a man that's close to his mother, my mother's still here, you know, God bless. Yeah. And seeing how they were and how she was about him and everything, and the way that they put it together, I think the documentary was masterfully done. Yeah, when she passed, I forget what it was. It was some element about when it happened in the documentary that I was like, oh shit, I'm about to cry. and I didn't fully cry, but I felt it though. I did feel it.
I'm gonna tell you, it's 2 movies that make me fucking bawl like a bitch.
Transformers.
No.
don't tell them, man. They just gonna inbox you and just start fucking with you.
Tears of the Sun and Armageddon. Whenever I look at those 2 movies, I'm balling like a bitch, and both of them are Bruce Willis movies. Ain't that some shit?
Armageddon when my man is spending time with the shorty before he go.
No, the part when he was on the moon, and then he snatched the stripes off his uniform and gave it to son. Yeah, when he was talking to his daughter. Bruce. Oh my God! Listen, man, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up now. I'm about to start crying. I'm fucked up on that part.
Nigga, I get emotional every movie I watch. I don't goddamn care.
That nigga said he watch next Friday and start crying.
Start crying.
Y'all
that nigga had a weed.
Man, we need a new chat. This chat's soft, cuz.
Hold on, Mr. Motherfucking Hard, man. What movie you cried on?
Yo, first of all, I'm a grown ass man.
I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
I don't cry at no motherfucking movies. Now, I can tell you that yesterday I took my kids to school. I left after I dropped them off at school. I said, I'm by myself. I got some alone time. I pulled up to Wendy's. Now, I just want to remind y'all, I'm 3+. I said, can I get 2 of your sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits? She said, I'm sorry, we ain't got no biscuits. We only got croissants. And that shit hit me. That tear rolled down my cheek. And I pulled up to that drive-thru, and I had to eat them dry-ass croissants because they ain't had no biscuits.
5'8", you said you 3 what?
Bro, I was thinking the same shit.
3+, my man. 3+. 3+.
5'8", what? You 3 what?
Hey, listen, man, don't make me roll over, cuz.
Hey, look. Now, look. Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. In Plaga
you
defense.
crying when they got they missing something you want at the grocery store. You crying.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Are you know how them Jones only $1 for a limited time.
I'm crying now, bro.
They only $1. You get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit for $1, and you try to tell me you out of biscuits?
Damn.
Come on, bro, man. You getting me worked up now. Man. I'm about to stand up and shit, man.
No, that's a real thing.
Blood pressure is getting all high. Sausage, egg, and cheese. Now, y'all forgetting you getting cheese on that shit. Cheese 40 cents by itself. So you trying to tell me? No,
where did you
find this nigga?
I'm hot, son. I'm hot right now. I'm hot.
What? Plaga thought we weren't gonna catch that. You gonna try to slide that in there? I'm 3+, nigga. I gotta catch that because
I'll be honest with you. It used to be 280+.
Nigga,
hey, listen. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this.
I'm crying. I am crying.
Yo, my man, I put stretch marks on all my shirts. I give 0 fucks.
Hey, look at that. In Plag's defense, he's a big man that can move because we're on the same paintball team.
Yeah,
he can break dance.
Yo, when I tell you big, I call him big sexy. I call him big sexy.
From one drive-through window to the next. Hey, that's it. Is home grass. Don't get me started, Plaga.
Food is serious, my man. That's all I'm saying.
So,
I'm a
now,
I'm
listen.
hungry now. Now you're talking about shit.
Look, let me ask. School, you've been married for how many years?
8.
8 years.
8.
Congrats on that, dog. Congrats on that, dog.
Thank you.
The one question I will ask, though. What's the one thing your exes probably miss about you?
Man, shut up. You be asking shit, man.
Oh, we done with the music shit tonight, my brother. We're done with the music shit tonight.
That's a setup. Don't do it.
You talking about besides the dick? I mean,
that's what I'm talking about, dog. That's a man who honest about his shit.
I'm happy you said that. Los, bringing his ex, we got on the line.
Keep it real on some real shit though. Like one thing about me is all of my exes are still cool. Like I don't have no type of like animosity.
No burn bridges.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't got none of that shit, man. Like it's always been cool. Like you feel me? You know, like wifey done met some of the exes, like keep it funky. Like she done met some of them, like on some, you know what I mean? Like
seriously? And she ain't trying to kill you in your sleep.
Nah, man. I'm blessed, man. I don't really have them kind of issues, man.
Oh man, hold on. Let me get a hand clap. Let me get a hand clap for the wifey. Let me get a hand clap for the wifey.
Oh, she deserves all of the hand claps.
Listen, man, I hate all them exes, man. I'm a big dude. You know how hard it is for me to date, and then you want to break up, bitch?
So wait, hold on. Hey, Clive, what do some of your exes miss about you, dog?
Huh?
What some of your exes would probably miss about you?
You ever have a 280-pound man lay on top of you? That's so warm.
Not lately.
No,
not lately.
Not lately.
They don't miss that grocery store bill. They don't miss that.
Hey, AC, they'll miss that credit card bill balloon.
What are you talking about? You don't know what it's like until you ate guap out of a belly button, bro. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, eating guac out the belly button is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get them 8 years like you guys, Scoop, because I'm engaged. Me and my old lady gonna do this eventually, but
man. Congrats on that one, broski.
Yeah, beautiful, man. Black love, man. Wait. Hold on, wait, she black?
You know that. I'm not, don't play with me.
Yeah, listen. I'm happy you asked, man. I ain't never want to ask the question.
I ain't want to say black love, and he'd be like, nah, you know, she Asian.
Right? Yeah. But, yeah, man. It's a lot of shit I got to get right. You know what I mean? And
and they'll help you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, AC, let me tell you, the purple pill works. It'll help you get right.
Yeah.
And I'm not just a sponsman. I'm a motherfucking customer.
He's a motherfucking client.
I'm a motherfucking client.
Yeah.
We ain't that old, Scoop, man. Don't agree with them.
Nah, nigga, look. Look, I'm just listening, man. Like,
that's exactly what we gonna do. Mm-hmm. We gonna go. Mm-hmm.
I'm listening, looking into my future.
Scoop, let me ask you something, Scoop. Is it difficult though? Is it, I've been married before, but that was when I was playing ball, I wasn't doing things, but I really want to, is it difficult for you, man? I mean, 8 years, tell me some things, man. I'm older than you, but at the same time.
Yeah.
Is it difficult though? I love to get input on stuff like that.
I wouldn't use the word difficult, but I would use the word work.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is work. And I mean, and this is me going off of what the OG married niggas then told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I got mentors and people I look up to that's been married 20, 30 years, shit like that. And I be just trying to get the gems and the jewels from them because, it ain't nothing worth accomplishing comes easily. You know what I'm saying? So if it's worth it, it ain't gonna be easy, but it's just work and communication and just trying to, cause everybody fuck up, man. Like ain't nobody perfect, man. Like we they say the person that you end up with is the person whose shit you can deal with. Cause everybody got some shit with them.
Everybody got some shit.
Everybody got some shit with them. So you want to find somebody whose shit you can deal with. You know what I'm saying? And you want to make sure that they can deal with your shit. And that's really what it boils down to. So, I found somebody that can deal with my shit. I deal with her shit. And we, my favorite thing to do is laugh. So if we can laugh together and just joke and fuck off like we're fucking kids. Like, cause the thing is, like, when you start dating somebody, cause me and her, we've been married 8 years, but we've been together 13. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
what's up?
So when we first started dating, we was in our early mid 20s. We was younger. We were into different things. So now that we're older and we have kids and we got a house and we got like more responsibilities and shit. A lot of time can pass where we just like going through the motions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just doing the same shit, day in and day out. And then eventually it's like, you know what? Let's do some shit like when we was young. Like let's do some shit like we used to do when we were, you know what I'm saying? Just to try to like, make sure that we still like are taking care of each other, like, emotionally and still have that connection. So that's really my thing, is just try to make sure we still have fun, still, while being responsible, try to still have some fun. Because the older we get, and everybody can attest to this, the older we get, the faster time moves. So weeks become months, become years, become decade, and next thing you know, you're like, damn, I ain't did shit different all year. Like all year, all I did was go to work, come home, and do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, it could be depressing if you think about it like that. So you gotta try to like carve time aside to like really just like fuck off and like do shit that's like fun. So,
we have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. I love it to death. So we have good times, but we have bad times. And it's like, but I want more good times. You know what I mean? It's like,
hell yeah.
You know what I'm tripping off of? I'm tripping off. How you gonna ask him for some advice and you ain't asked me? I didn't talk to you at least 3 times.
Well, I ain't eating no guap out no belly buttons. I'm not.
I've been with my girl for 17 years. You ain't asked me for no advice?
Okay, let me get some advice, Plaga.
Nah, man, that shit ain't free, cuz. Read my book.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
All right, then look. Let's go. Let me ask you.
If I send you this Chick-fil-A gift card, you'll give me all the goddamn.
Hey, man, you send me a Chick-fil-A gift card, you might have a husband.
Damn.
Damn. There you go, little Kim. There you go, little Kim. I'm not.
Making Sprite cans disappear.
So, hey, Scoop, let me ask you this. So, Scoop, if you could be invisible for a week, what would you do within them 7 days? Give it to me.
I know I'm robbing banks. I don't know what I'm.
Yeah. If I could be invisible for a week, well, one thing I'm gonna tell you is I'm probably gonna be naked everywhere that I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some freedom to that we don't never get to experience. You know, like we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's indecent to like be outside with your shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like, if I could do that and like nobody judge me and nobody see me because I'm self-conscious, I can't be just looking at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would be naked. And I probably would do something to get money. My nigga says to go to the bank.
You better watch out for Plaga because he'd probably be looking at you.
Yeah, I'm invisible. He can't see.
Don't let your naked ass bump into me.
Yeah, I'm not bumping into nobody. Nah, you know what though? I like the clown. Like I said, I like the laugh and shit. So I'll probably be pulling like pranks on people. I'll be doing nut shit. Like I will probably like go to like some of my family members' cribs and like do nut shit, like move shit around and my sister especially.
Hey, Scoop,
it's a had ass thing. Say, what the fuck? Am I going crazy?
Yeah, like I open up all your cabinets, your microwave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would do shit like that.
Hold on. Hey, Mr. El Plaga. Oh, what would you do?
Don't ask Plaga.
No, I'm asking Plaga.
He gonna rob the Wendy's.
I'm raiding every food cabinet, guys. I'm everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's snacks. I'm there. You know what, man? Be honest with you. I got a lot of motherfuckers I just want to slap the shit out of. I be out there probably slapping my. What the fuck? Why my face hurt like that? Oh, I got you, bitch.
And they ain't gonna know where it came from. What?
Hey, listen, I can tell y'all this. If we had some sort of purge shit around, it'd be a lot of dead motherfuckers fucking with me. I'm listening to it right now.
Los be on his Call of Duty. He be on his Call of Duty.
Scoop, I be on my Call of Duty shit. He like, oh yeah, pussy. Remember you fired me 10 years ago? Yeah, I got some shit for your ass and shit.
Though, man. I think I'm grown. Now.
Your first boss that ever gave you a problem?
My first boss ever gave me a problem.
Damn,
he getting it. You know what I'm saying? He getting it. Listen, you dumped me in high school, you getting it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You dumped me in college, you getting it.
She talking about, damn, baby, what you do to my booty last night? I ain't do shit.
It must have been that invisible motherfucker.
Not the booty. Not the booty,
man. You be talking about some shit, man. We men on here. Let that shit out. I can't follow you on that type shit, man.
Yeah, that nigga crazy.
Me at the Sprite can. I can't fuck with you like that. You lost me at the Sprite can, disappearing, whatever.
I got you all worked up and hot. I understand. It's cool, man.
You still doing that, right?
Hey, so Scoop, what's next on your agenda, my brother?
Oh man, yeah, man. Just trying to do everything better than I did it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to continue to improving. From the outside looking in, a lot of people might look at shit and be like, "Yeah, Scoop, like you doing your thing and it looks great." But I'm never complacent. I'm never satisfied. So I just want to take my platform, push it to higher heights. I want to continue to support the people I care about, such as yourself, Los. I want to see your platform grow to higher heights.
Thank you, broski. Thank you.
And I'm with you on that, Scoop. But I want to see Los do this thing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
This is great. This is
love
dope,
you guys, man.
Yeah, word. This is dope.
Love you guys.
I'm having a great time.
Tell you one thing, man, because real quick, from the outside, you know what I mean, not really knowing all of y'all, and just from talking to you, Scoop, UA, Nikita, and all of y'all.
Nikita,
who the fuck is?
Yeah, that's our other co-host. She couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking at my bad. I'm sorry. I'm naming people.
Los made sure the shorties wasn't here when I came on.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm naming
Yeah, because
people
you know what I mean?
that was
We know,
on the
dog, you
show.
start talking and spitting rhymes, man. You be wooing them, got them all hot in the pants and shit. Now they know, listen,
I would have,
you ain't on tonight.
I would definitely rapped. I would have rapped, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just a level headedness from all of y'all, man. You know what I mean? Just talking to all of y'all. You know, sometimes you meet people and then you come across the motherfucker like me out of the group, and I haven't met all of y'all are on the up and a positive. Every time I, either talk to you, and just hearing from school, the next day is better than the next day. You know what I mean? And y'all keep it moving,
sure.
So the positivity is
like that,
the shit. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing to see in a group of people.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
It is important.
Let me tell you something. I'm so glad Scoop is on tonight because, like I said, he's younger than Los and myself, and Plaga young ass. But man, what you're spitting, your intellect, Scoop, and your knowledge, and just your maturity when you're saying the things you're saying, man. We clown a lot, but that goes a long way. I mean, I really appreciate that, man. You said some stuff, and then like I'm an older cat.
Shit.
I'm asking you, what can you tell me about, the whole experience, or on what you've gone through, or as far as being married, or how you feel. I mean, and you're telling me shit that I'm like, wow, this a young cat, but he's dropping some shit on me that I'm like, okay, I can go with that. That's something I can, probably implement, or at least try to see if I can do that. You know what I mean? Because it's working for him. So, I'm trying to figure out what's going to work for me. But at the same time, I want input because I really want it to work because I love this woman so much. I really want it to work. And it's like, I want it to come from every direction. You know what I mean? Young, old, whatever. I got some old heads I talk to at the same time. But then, I appreciate you, Scoop. Like I said, man, I want you to have the most success, and if anything I can do for you, man, I'm gonna do it. And because you're a good cat, man, and regardless, like I said when I said earlier, like for you to at this point in it, when you were getting in the game, or you were in the game, and you gave pretty much. It's Los, but I'm gonna say us, the opportunity to try to see what we could do for you, and then to this day we're back here and we're talking, we're clowning, we're laughing. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you, it affected Los on a whole nother level. The fact that he couldn't do what he wanted to do for you guys, and it's like, it hurt me too. But I'm like, we tried, and it's like, but for us to be here to this day, we laugh and we clown and we having a good ass time, grown ass black men that can do stuff like this, chop it up. I love it, man. I really love it, man. And Scoop, I want you to succeed in everything you do, my brother. I promise you that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And just by listening to you, man, just how you talk, man, I'm like, wow. I'm not a dumb cat. I'm sipping right now, and I'm, whatever. But
no, you're doing what we always do.
Nah, man, you said, but look, but AC, like, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all the positive, powerful words that you using. You know what I'm saying? Word, we have to build each other up, but at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. You feel me, bro? Like, so like, so what you recognize in me, like I see it in you. Like we're all the same. We all in this together. We all have to continue to build each other up. So yeah, man. Like I'm glad that if you got anything out of what I said, that's what's up. Because I'm getting shit out of what y'all saying.
Yeah,
that's it's all real shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Build me up because I forget you niggas.
Little hand clap in there. So Scoop.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, listen, dog. How can people listening, our audience, tune into your podcast, dog? Run down those socials and digits.
So we got. I mean, of course, you can follow my podcast on Instagram and basically everything. And the name of the podcast is Wash This Podcast. That's WASHTHIS podcast.
Los already
this
plugged it. Yeah,
podcast.
I love it, man.
And then me, I'm Scoop. I'm still Scoop the MC on everything. So Scoop the MC. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. And it's all connected, man. Like if you got the internet, you can find me and you can find, the platforms that I got. Yeah, it's the dopest hip hop content you're gonna find on the internet, man. You feel me? Because it's coming from a man that has done it, that has done it and has studied it, and not just me, my crew, the people that my co-hosts, Mikey McFly, my man True, my homegirl Soul, the Don Dada. Like we talk about it. We give other perspectives of the hip hop culture. It's dope. It's funny. It's informative. It could be sexy at times, depending on who's there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And it's dope,
That's what's up.
Sound like I need to make a trip.
Yeah, make a trip to Jersey. Oh, man, listen. Everybody, we're coming into that 2-hour mark, man. I want to thank my man, Scoop, for being here tonight, man, being our special guest host. With your boy, LosThaDarkGable, AC, my man L Plaga. Oh,
that's the nasty L Plaga.
The JAWN podcast. Yeah, that's how we do it. We had some fun tonight. I think we had some fun tonight. We had some fun tonight. You know what I mean? But yes, everybody, thank you again for tuning in. You can download the podcast on all of your major music streaming platforms. Amazon Music, Apple Music, iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn. Right. You can also catch us on YouTube, LosThaDarkGable, YouTube, as well as on Twitch, same thing, LosThaDarkGable. You can watch this podcast. As soon as I pour me another drink, I'm going to upload it. You know how we do. And I will see everybody Thursday night, 9 p.m. I'd like to say good night and have a blessed one. Peace.
Peace.